Hey, News.
67. No camera by the way law.
Yeah, working on it. Hello. Hi. I'm an uncle. Time for Fire Emblem.
Celebrate
That child is so cute.
the second birth of
In honor of baby nephew, Cyan's return, and sub-month.
the
Night.
advent
Nice.
of the underworld.
Oh my god.
We'll never win the battles ahead without them.
Okay. There are statues of the heroes. This is...
We need as many as we can recruit.
Scuff streams are the best streams. Look, please understand, I came directly from the hospital, being the first person outside of his mother and father to hold that child. God, he's so cute.
The Dagdan Empire.
Congrats on the
A land
nephew.
at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods. In the capital city of Daxian,
Also,
bustling markets, ports
Yep.
teeming with
Hi, I'm gonna,
trading
just for the sake of it, I'm gonna
temples to the
mute,
gods, and other
Twitch alerts for just a little
establishments
sec.
line the crowded streets.
the
This is
audio
also
part of
where
it.
the heroic games are
Thank you,
intrigued
Blinkarn,
to
51
Dagdan,
months.
the Empire's first and founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
It's said that
There we go.
Solana, the current ruler,
Solel?
will grant
Okay.
one wish to whoever wins the games. Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination, and undying
Got none?
convictions
Cat girl?
they refuse to yield. The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will determine how the narrative unfolds as they fight for glory. Kai is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday,
Hey, there's his dad.
father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for crimes committed.
get subbed on,
In hope
Mr.
of a
Streamerman.
peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father.
Okay.
Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea.
I love Mina the Hollower.
Beautiful. He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda.
I love Divinity Original Sin 2.
This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road.
How are you an armor knight?
Daxian.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands. Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom, Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle with the goal of winning the games.
It's a little further south than I expected. I expected it to be like all on the main continent.
A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive! I will kill him.
To bring an end to the man who murdered her father, Lita
Please,
heads to
Fire Emblem.
Daxian with some
Let
politically
a woman
famous
take vengeance for
couple.
once.
I'm sorry, Theodora. But I won't be letting you take the victory today.
White-haired demon Eshmel?
Victory
Maybe.
is decided by conviction alone. Then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
No! No! Okay, wait, it's the fucking guy from the original trailer of, like, the
I'm
dreads.
sorry. Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Okay,
Going
so
into each
how
match,
is the progression
you'll
gonna be?
choose your party members and their initial placement on the field. Then let the battle
Okay.
commence. Each unit's movement
guest
range
characters.
is shown in blue, and their attack range.
I
in
don't.
red.
It doesn't look like they're green units. It does
Once
look like
all
they're
of
just
your
like
units have
controllable temp
completed
party
their
members.
actions, your opponent's turn begins.
Also, I love how
You'll take
player and
turns
enemy phase are now using the same stylization as the main logo.
as you engage in fierce combat. Victory includes defeating the opposing leader.
Okay.
Among other conditions.
Kill boss.
The 4 heroes and their allies can utilize various means of attack.
Okay, we're back to Zanbato.
Swords
FE7
are
gamers,
straightforward
stay
and
winning.
Easy to wield. Gauntlets make it easier to evade attacks.
Gauntlets make it easier to evade. Okay, are they
Spears
defensive?
deal massive damage to cavalry units.
Guandao. Oh, okay, so that's probably the Horse Slayer then, if I had to guess.
Bows strike enemies at a distance and can deal
Dodge tank
fatal
weapons.
blows to
God,
flank.
gauntlets really did just eat swords lunch. I don't like them.
And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can
I think if
also
you're gonna
heal
keep gauntlets as a
opponents
mainstay,
or
you need to
allies in
bring
dire
swords more in line of
situations.
lances and axes as
There
far
are
as universal
also
access is
swords
concerned.
that call down
Also, yeah, 11 sword.
gauntlets that look like firearms and other unique weapons.
Salamander. Okay.
Positioning is a key element of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack.
Yeah, that's...
Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance.
Yeah, we knew the guns were
Get up
gauntlets for a
close and
while.
personal against long-range opponents.
The
to
Mina
avoid
sword.
counterattacks.
No Mercy
terrain
plus.
can
It
also
looks
give
like
you an
that's plus 4 damage on follow attacks.
While adjacent allies can receive buffs. Take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor. Combat arts. are
Okay.
attacks unleashed
We're
at
definitely
the
we're going
expense
back to
of
Three
weapon
Houses
durability.
supports where they aren't giving main
There are attacks
stats.
with greater power. Longer range.
1, 2, 3,
or
4,
other
5.
advantageous
Fuck
effects.
off.
So use them in decisive moments.
Okay,
There are
that's
also
fine.
Special moves that consume
I do
your
hope
soul
it is
in
not
exchange for
as
power,
over-centralizing as it got in
Blaze Arts.
parts of Three Houses.
Kai releases a burst of otherworldly power.
Plus 22 hit, man.
To cast flames in a wide area. After moving, Dietrich's ink black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible. Theodora uses the power
Not too much.
inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl
Ha!
it at
Eat
foes.
rock.
Feeling.
Lita plays her Vihuela to buff allies, summon a powerful monster, and more. These special
Okay,
moves
the
can turn
demonic
tide of
beasts are
battle,
green units.
but at the cost of the hero's health points. Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
you can turn back time.
Why?
After each
Please,
move, you
please,
can
just let it
rewind
be a
any
universal
previous
mechanic.
point
Don't
in
let it
battle. So
be
don't
any story
afraid
shit.
To rethink your strategy if things don't go as planned.
Turnwheel is here
Based on
forever.
their class, such as Shido, who
Oh.
are skilled with swords,
Okay.
Bardingers, who fight on horseback, and bishops, who use white magic.
Okay.
A unit's abilities can change dramatically. The weapons they can wield and their range of movement also vary.
I am.
Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced tiers.
Okay, yeah, no, this is Three Houses again for
Beginner
better and
classes
worse.
are the foundation. Gladiators excel in handling weapons.
I appreciate that that classes are weapon locked again. Also, hello Dante, you're going to be a lot of people's
Warriors
favorite.
gliders can
You have the
cover more
Dorothea
ground.
hat.
There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor.
Brother, your name is just Goliath.
Wing soldiers can leap obstacles.
Wing
and
soldier.
cover
All
long
right, I
distances,
kind of dig that.
while charioteers can strike multiple enemies in a straight line. There are over 10 to attain.
Okay,
Advanced classes
I forgive
are
everything
masters
about this
of their
game. They
skills.
gave me back Override.
Have the mobility of
Finally.
horses with the defense of heavily armored
That has
units.
ruined every Fire Emblem game that I've gone back to play since Engage.
Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic, plus other classes that possess a combination of strengths. You'll also find the overwhelmingly powerful elephant
Holy super
riders,
override.
classes that fight while astride giant beasts.
Wait. Okay, that just fucking said it. Okay, so we're like, does that guy looks
You'll have time
kind of
to
like
get
said
ready
it.
for what's
It's
to
just
come.
said it.
You'll receive some useful intel about your
There's
next
not even
opponent.
there's not even a
So use
Camus
this
serious thing.
information while
He's
exploring
just said it.
Dagger. Or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
Let's look at some of the things you can do in Daxian. The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches. As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons. On match days,
All right.
you can watch battles between other participants.
I do
on
like how
forums
modern
to
Fire
research
Emblem
your
games
opponents.
have adapted the arena.
At the shopping
Older arena
market,
just breaks the curve of
purchase
money and
weapons
XP.
and tools,
Whereas
or
if you limit it to some
enhance
degree,
your
you can have
weapons
an
using
idea as to
materials
what
you've
the
collected.
player would be working with.
This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the Divine Sovereign and is home to 7 temples. Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle. These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff, halving the damage you receive, and more. Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification
Holy
exam.
designs, yeah, no, they're great.
The chance of success depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for. So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
I really was hoping that they would change the just like
attain a pleasure I
YOLOing
see.
class change.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk.
I mean, yeah, this is Three Houses 2.0, for
Complete
better,
them
for
on
worse.
a given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask
I'm
for your
grateful
help.
for your help in this matter.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
You can also recruit powerful warriors you meet in Daxian. Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts
Appreciate it. The spirits
or invite them to share a meal. That might be enough to win them over.
I'm keeping an open mind about this. I do not like a lot of the universal mechanics of Three Houses, but
You can let time pass. to
Fates
gain experience
improved
and gather
heavily
materials
on the universal
automatically.
mechanics of Awakening to such a degree that it became my favorite mechanical Fire Emblem. So I'm
Looking good.
I'm looking
Characters can
forward
come
to
close
what they
and
iterate on.
and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey continues, you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. From here, you can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel.
Okay,
is an option.
holy shit, that is so good.
When you
That
venture
is
outside of
that is
Daxian,
such
you
a
can explore
universal
areas
improvement on
across
like the
continent.
complaints people had of 3 houses.
Time passes every time you move.
Thank you,
plan
Faye.
your expeditions carefully.
Thank you, Faye. I forgive you for your crimes against game balance. This is very good.
Visit towns to purchase local wares
Anything you'd like?
or gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly
This makes
appear on the
recruiting
world
units
map.
way more interesting. Right?
When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin. Earn experience points by felling your foes. You'll also find dungeons where you'll collect materials for strengthening
I will say this
weapons.
is the one thing from Echoes that I am
Along with other
very glad is making a return to like a non-remake Fire
When you
Emblem.
encounter
It had
enemies
such
roaming
potential.
in a dungeon. A turn-based clash that differs from normal battles will begin.
Wait.
I suppose
Wait.
I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with
Wait,
your
this
allies.
is cool. This is just
Plus,
an actual
each of the 4
goddamn
heroes
RPG.
Use abilities that are unique to them.
And actually, God,
For instance,
that's a
Dietrich
good
can
answer
flush
to the
out enemies
issue
in
like that Echoes had, where a lot of the skirmishes
Theodora can
felt
recruit
kind of
soldiers in
disposable and a waste of time.
and send out her assembled troops to gather materials. Or
They looked at what
deploy
Metaphor
them in
said with
battle.
like the mid-map combat. Yeah, kind of.
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power of battle.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the Divine Sovereign, that I vow to you. People of Daxian, hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
Okay, alright. So what's the deal with this other half of the game? Okay. So this is way in the future. Oh. It feels like more of a...
Times flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright. On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
"5 years after the heroic
Oh,
game,
it is just a 5-tier. Okay. That...
Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor. Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god,
The years
Sophis,
were long.
calls down a single soul.
It's you, Player Coon.
This is the story's true protagonist.
Just kidding.
You are given
Just kidding.
few
You're the
choices.
hero. You,
Face
me.
the forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task. Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna to change the fates of the four heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god.
Okay.
Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave.
It's
launches
like-
September 17th.
It's so
only
over.
on
We're
the
so
Nintendo Switch
back.
2
We're so
system.
back. It's so
Pre-orders
over.
are available now on Nintendo eShop. The Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave
Okay.
Dagden Collection, which includes a
So what?
150-page art book.
All four main
12 character
characters
art
are going to
cards,
meet a
and
bad
more will be
end, so we have
available
to go
the
back
same
in
day.
time and keep them from their bad end such that they survive the 5-year time skip and can help us defend Dagda
Plus,
when it falls to
more Fire
ruin.
Emblem content will be available following this presentation. Nintendo Music, a service that lets you listen to Nintendo game music
Okay,
anytime, anywhere. Will be updated with certain tracks from this game, including the main theme, later today. Additionally, the Nintendo Today smart device app, which brings you daily updates from Nintendo, will
Oh.
receive a new Fire Emblem theme.
All right, bye,
beginning
Kirby.
tomorrow.
It's been
The app
real.
will also feature new information about Fire Emblem
Hello, Xander
Fortune's
Mobus.
Weave leading up to launch. There will also be a new Ask the Developer article, in which developers share their thoughts about working on this game on September 15th.
So does picking a path really matter, or am I missing something? That's a good question. I think, okay, I'm gonna be a little reductive here and use other games as a point of comparison, but this feels similar to what I imagine Octopath to, well, not what I imagine. I imagine this will be similar to Octopath in that to get to the true ending that will come, like, after the routes, you will probably need to do everyone's. Being able to swap between the lords at will makes me think that in order to complete the, like, you know, the 5-year time skip part with Eshmel, we'll need the might of all of the 4, like, lesser protagonists, because the actual protagonist is us, the Avatar, the player self-insert with 0 personality. Welcome back, Byleth! Oh, God. But I'm gonna imagine that we have the freedom to basically jump between routes just because, like, we need to do them all for the true ending or what have you. I expected different. We got Shez and we got Alear. Like, Alear is probably more miss than hit, but that's more on the basis of of character writing than blank slate Avatar. Let's look back here. Yo, Guzran. Okay, Myrmidons can use lances. It's Sonic Hero. Yeah, you know what? It is Sonic Heroes. Okay. Interesting. We got Rogue. Rogue is so... God, I miss daggers. I miss daggers a lot. I will say, I do like that supports are taking us to different, like, environments. Okay, Pale Raven's Perch. This I like in concept because a complaint that people had of Three Houses, if they wanted to experience another route, they had to start from the beginning and kind of slog through the early game right after coming off the heels of, like, a more complicated endgame state. Here, you could very feasibly, like, kind of progress everything in parallel. What I don't know is whether or not the choices made in one route will affect another. Like, you have a save file, but, like, let's say you recruit Nene with Kai, and you swap to a parallel scenario, would you be able to recruit Nene with Theodora? Because the implication here is that you do, like, you're progressing, you know, you can swap between perspectives, but let's say you recruit Nene later in Kai's scenario, and then you swap to, like, early game Dietrich, and you recruit Nene early game Dietrich, like, how would that affect Kai?
From here,
I don't love homogenizing the unit. Honestly, this feels like this would have been the perfect opportunity for each route to just have set in stone units of pre-existing relationships, which is where Fire Emblem is at its strongest, because you can do a lot of the heavy lifting through, again, past familiarity.
you can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option.
Was Eshmel ever mentioned in Three Houses, even in passing? Yes. So, Eshmel was not referenced by name, but in Abyss, in Three Houses, there is a statue that was kind of considered like a throwaway set decoration of the Dagden god. It was just in the time of Three Houses, it was just like an eerie looking statue, right? In Three Hopes, the support between Shamir and Happy mentioned that, hey, in Abyss, that little statue in the basement, yeah, that's actually a statue of the Dagden god of fate. So, credit where it's due, Eshmel has been set up in both of the previous Fodlan games to some degree. It's not a complete asspull. Like, genuinely, none of us saw it coming, because, like,
when you venture outside,
we just kind of thought that was world building for a world we never see.
Across the continent.
Isn't the God of Fate a different character? We saw Fortuna, yes, but the actual statue looks, it has similarities to, like, a bird. The statue has, like, the feather cloak of Eshmel. So as far as, like, appearance is concerned, it looks to be Eshmel. We could do a Sothis thing of Fortuna and we become the God of Fate or whatever. You know, how Sothis fuses with Byleth, but the statue, at least as far as visual identity is concerned, is depicting Eshmel.
Passes every
okay, time passes with each move. That could be interesting. Could is the operative word, because, like, I just came off the heels of playing Metaphor, and I think it did its time management fairly well. But at a certain point, it kind of becomes superfluous. You're not really ever under the gun to make important decisions, since you can kind of do everything.
Anything you'd like?
Or gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve.
Okay, this I like. I do like the camps while you were away from the main hub world. They did this once in Three Houses. One time in Three Houses. Singular time in Three Houses. And then they did it in Three Hopes, I want to say. More than once?
Everyone's abilities in battle.
But by the nature of, like, you know, little outrider camps, they're not going to be as big. You're not going to have to spend so much time just running from point A to point B. I think more compact hub worlds are for the best. Look, as much as, like, the Deep Realms and it's not the Deep... I guess technically the My Castle is a Deep Realm. So yeah, the Fates Deep Realms, narratively, it's super stupid. It's incredibly stupid. It's one of the stupidest thing about Fates, and, like, I don't think you will ever find a defender. But the fact that you can do everything so quickly from the abstraction of like the map sprites is good. Makes it snappy.
Enemies will randomly appear on the world map.
Either we save everyone in their games and make a golden route, or we pull from their respective timelines to make the fight. I think they're probably going to go for a golden route here. People complained that there wasn't a golden route in Three Houses, and
earn experience points.
I would imagine they're going to try and amend it here.
You'll also find dungeons where you'll collect materials.
Okay, the dungeon combat thing really interests me because like that is just an abstraction of combat that is a lot faster than having to do a full, even like smaller scale Fire Emblem map.
Differs from normal battles. Will begin. I suppose I must. In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the
not having a perfect drop is the best part of Three Houses, not gonna lie. As someone who's not super huge in Three Houses, I would agree. I think it being a little bittersweet gave it some sauce, as it were.
Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns.
Didn't they want to do something like this for the Radiant Dawn sequel that never happened? Oh shit, wait. I think you're right.
Or
I think you're totally right.
Will not miss this chance. Need some help.
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power battle.
The only golden route I like is Triangle Strategy because all 3 routes are horrible ending-wise.
Bold warriors.
I like Frederica's.
Draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts.
I do really hope that.
Hold fast to the devotion.
Yeah. Oh. Lightning bolts. No.
Deploy them in.
Hi. I don't. Oh, I'm not here. I didn't see the progression.
I shall grant for those who fast to the.
Okay, I hope that she is able to actually make like engage style obstructions with a combat art or something. The obstruct staff is one of the mechanical things from Engage that I truly hope lives on in some form. Having more accessible shine runes that you can place at like a distance is really good, especially for staff units who, if you're playing well, oftentimes won't have things to do on a turn-by-turn basis. What if Sol-El is a puppet to whoever the master plan of... I mean, he's almost assuredly dying, right? Almost assuredly dying. Because, like, Eshmel is wielding what looks to be Sol-El's lance, but, like, broken and bandaged up. Like, we are Advent Children Cloud Strife. Which is cool as fuck. Actually, no. Better yet... Actually, not that Advent Children Cloud Strife. We are Kingdom Hearts 1 Cloud Strife. Which is even cooler, so...
For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the Divine Sovereign. That I vow to you. As I declare that the...
Yada, yada. So, like, all of her statues, hooray. Maybe it's the dragon Eshmel is fighting?
Demon god Balor.
Balor? I don't think that is not a name I recognize from Fodlan canon at all, so I think this is new information. God, stop it! There we go. Okay, these are definitely like our faceless, our risen. These are the demon forces, which I find deeply uninteresting in every Fire Emblem, to be clear. It's like, I don't like the monsters in Sacred Stones. I don't like the monsters in FE2. I think Fire Emblem is at its best when every opponent you are facing is a human with her own, like, desires. Even if those desires are as, like, piddly as, I'm a bandit, I want to steal shit. There's just... That is intrinsically Fire Emblem to me, and I'm always sad when the enemy forces do just become, like, genuinely mindless monsters.
Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic game.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what he means by a significant role in the heroic games, because as I understand it, there's only going to be one winner. Like, this is just it's kind of a winner-take-all scenario as far as the Wish is concerned. What are you expecting for what I can only assume is a small part of the game at the end? I
have vanished.
That's actually, you know what? I was thinking that this would be more partitioned as a 60-40 split a la Three Houses, but you know what? It might be healthier to assume that the Eshmel thing is more akin to Radiant Dawn's tower, where it is truly just the culmination of all of the training that you have put into your units throughout the game. And if that's the fucking case, please have better maps than the Radiant Dawn tower. I do.
To confront the situation, the progenitor god.
If we're actually expecting our parallel stories, I assume it isn't too long. I don't know. Because, like, if we assume that we're only training units within our individual routes, each individual route would have to, like, individual route plus whatever's tacked on at the end of Eshmel has to be long enough for a unit to get from base level to, like, maybe not max stat, but, like, you know, advanced classes, right? So I don't think it's fair to expect each route to be short. Maybe the progression of XP will be expedited by way of, like, exploring the map and doing dungeons. Maybe there will only be a few actual, like, gladiator fights. They only showed we get a beginner, especially in advanced classes. Dog, master classes, no one cared about master classes. Master classes were in many cases a side or downgrade to advanced classes. There was no need to, like, differentiate them. I am fine with them just being 3-tier classes. Trainee, tier 1, tier 2.
Calls down a single soul.
The clips we saw prior to today was showing characters at, like, level 30. If you assume that level does not ever reset when changing classes, which seems to be the case, which it does solve an issue of obfuscation for the player, that's fine. That's, like, mid-end game if you think about it, I guess. Well, if we're including, like, training classes, that would be 10 training classes, 20 tier 1, 20 tier 2. So that would be, like, end of tier 1 going on to tier 2. Anyway, yeah, we're the Avatar, blah, blah, blah.
Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own. With the knowledge that it's no easy task.
Also, I want to look at Theodora again. Maybe it's just, like, how they're depicting Bone in this, but I wonder if she has any relationship to Balor here. 0 attack, no damage for the boss. I mean, yeah, it says we do 10 damage. It's probably the case that, like, hey, we have a skill that just nullifies all damage unless you're attacking with the Exalted Falchion or something, yada, yada, yada. It is some plot convenience. It is effectively a scripted fight akin to Awakening's premonition, as it were. Death and Night wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I don't think they would have mentioned that Theodora's country worships the god of night and death. If it weren't going to matter, the fact that she has some visual similarity to this flying demon dragon is probably something. Okay, nameless. Also, I will say, God, like... Okay, so... What is your deal? You have pointed ears, but... I think... No, okay, Eshmel does not have pointed ears, so... a soul created of Sothis is not necessarily Nabatean as far as ears are concerned. So you also have weird pointed ears. I'm gonna be honest, this is a VTuber ass design, but it could just be like a Brazilian carnival or what have you. I don't know. Maybe I just see color and like, ooh, VTuber. I'm too cynical towards engaged designs, but yeah, no, if this is Fortuna, she bears absolutely zero resemblance to the statue in the basement of Abyss. So I'm very confident that like the Dagdan god of fate, as is clarified in Three Hopes, is referring to Eshmel.
Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess.
Yeah, goddess of fate, Fortuna, but we're the Dagdan god of fate, so somehow we're gonna steal her title. I don't know how, but we're yoinking her epithet. It's ours now.
Fortuna. To change the fates of the four heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction.
Oh.
Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces.
Yeah, you're right. It is the same artist as Engage. You know, the Engage manga was pretty good.
Your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god. Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th, only on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
We're just her face. I assume it's about go back in time and stop the demon, or just a present confrontation deal. I assume that, like, hey, we get through... it could be the case at the beginning of a game, we start 5 years in the future, and we learn... Or at some point in the time of, like, early game, we're just zipped to the future to give a premonition of, like, hey, by the way, fucking Eshmel fights the dragon and loses because we don't have the power of our... 4 roided out lords that actually aren't the protagonists, haha. But it's okay. We too get our own scantily clad little girl that lives in our head. So yeah, no, we absolutely become, or at least are known as, the goddess or god of fate. I was gonna ask you, when you played through How's I get this direct drop first, did you want to go over the Twitter post and talk about your thoughts on the characters? I really don't. I'll be honest, I think speculating over what are effectively 3 lines of dialogue about like a character is fruitless, and it just gets people riled up for no reason. There is nothing of value I can glean from what is shown to us in like Twitter previews. I truly believe that, like, outside of a design and a voice actor, that anything you get from those posts does not matter. Yeah, okay, but Speed Taker guy. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, it's interesting, but, like, what do you want me to say? Like, hey, cool, you've got hit plus 20, you've got Heartseeker. Or personal Heartseeker at the very least, yay. The designs are what you're talking. Okay, look, I'm used to people tying themselves into knot over the perceived characterization of characters we don't know anything about. Everyone go to Nintendo Music and listen to Bloodstained Arena. Okay. Give me a second. I do like that they've been teasing music and Nintendo Music. I think that's actually a very good use of the service. They did it for Star Fox and they did it for Air Riders. I love both of them. Okay, hold on. This is a very cool version. The web app of Nintendo Music has an option to extend to default 5, 10, 15, 30, and 60 minutes. They know that everyone just wants 60 minutes of like Nintendo Music and they just built it in. That's a really cool feature. We're never gonna be free of avatars in Fire Emblem. I think, unfortunately, this is what we have. I really do think that, like, people were hyped for this game before we saw Eshmel, before we knew there'd be an avatar. I don't think it would have been a death knell. Okay, well.
Which path will you walk? Of the demons. Change the face the forces of the demon god Balor on your choices.
I don't like this way. I don't think it adds anything of value. I truly don't. And maybe it's just because it doesn't appeal to me. So I do not get the, you know, the benefit that someone who loves self-inserts would get. I feel nothing from a self-insert that usually makes the story worse or takes the focus off of characters that are well developed and exist naturally within a world. It's like, okay, we are quite literally an amalgamate created by Sothis to help fight the demons. Probably. That's what it appears to be. By sheer necessity, we are not going to be the least bit interesting. I am fine with this so long as that we are more a vessel of action than a vessel of characterization. Yeah, we never get to make the design. You have to understand that Fire Emblem characters are marketable, and having a set-in-stone design is muy bueno. Okay. What else was there? I'm gonna just quickly... Yada, yada, yada. Wow, okay, this has been 20 minutes.
Decides to compete in the heroic game.
Why did Seta dye his hair but not change his name? Who is he fooling? Oh, okay, there's actually... So, I'm thinking this is a prequel. I truly do still think that this is a prequel. It's only a 5-year time skip, so I think the coping of, like, it would be a prequel sequel is neither here nor there. I feel like this is a prequel. We don't have direct dates in Three Houses. Yeah, and... Is this a sequel? No, the years don't line up. The years don't necessarily line up. Look, if you just compare flat years, that's not anything concrete. Valentia and Arcanea use different numbering systems for their years. They don't line up at all. Sedith has blonde hair of green tips the same way Saros does in Three Houses. It's like after... What is it? Is it like Red Canyon? After that... Well, no, because more Nabateans would have been slaughtered in Fodlan. Okay, if this is a prequel to Three Houses, wouldn't it have to be a prequel to Three Houses? Because it would have to be a prequel. Because like, if the Dagden God of Fate exists, and like exists with some degree of like visual continuity in Three Houses, then it would have had to be worshipped as a being that existed in the past. Dietrich is a big indicator that it's not a prequel. Brother, boot up Three Houses right now and go to the Abyss. Show us the statue. Let me fucking find this. Oh, there's my remote. Let me find it. Alright, let me just do this. We can listen to some Hope Indoors or whatever. Oh, whoops. Tee-hee. Let's see, Pagan Altar. Why does everyone say... Internet, why are we saving images? Alright, here. Wait. There we go. Put you here, put you here. Oh, God. This is like fucking itty-bitty. Open image, a new tab. Save image as an actual... Okay, there we go. Okay, this is a Pagan Altar in Abyss. It is in the basement... It's just a little statue. You can do renowned things with it. You can see the hood. You can see the wings, right? You can see the hood, like, near the top. And you can see the wings there. As far as Ashmel is concerned, like... Yada, yada.
To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich...
Yada, 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 yada.
Gang faces its genitor.
Yeah, and there you go. Our cloak has wings, our cloak has a hood. As far as the depiction is concerned, this is Eshmel. The Pagan Altar is Eshmel. Herald of the Pale Raven. Pagan Altar. That's Eshmel. Which is to say, if that is Eshmel, and they are worshipped in the time of Three Houses as a Dagden God of Fate, that would imply that they existed in this form sometime in the past. Now, because we know that we can go back in time to some degree, it could be the case that what Sothis creates is a physical depiction that matches the description of a Dagden God of Fate. But I do really think that this is just like, this is a prequel. This is a prequel, and let me... Happy Shamir, B, support 3 hopes. It's not a prequel. Hikari, is the reason you're saying it's not a prequel? Is this the reason you're saying it's not a prequel? Because it goes 1449 to 1454?
Not. You ever mean that big hunk taken this, right?
Okay, there we go.
It just occurred to me, but
Fodlan has a different calendar. Fodlan's months are different.
Did you ever see a pagan altar or statue down there?
Ah, you mean that big hunk of metal with the giant wings? Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss. Hold on, you know about Abyss? Did you go down there when you were a knight?
No, before that. Have you heard of the Dagda and Bridget War? After my side lost to the Empire, I was stranded in Fodlan. Somehow I wound up in Abyss. Soon after I started living there, I ran into trouble with someone from the church. Fortunately, Rhea noticed me, and I got hired by the Knights of Seiros.
Let me guess. You got into it with Elfie, didn't you?
Elfie. The name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Interesting. Anyway, sorry. I kind of interrupted you there.
Don't worry about it. So, that pagan statue, it's actually of a Dagdan deity.
No kidding.
3 hopes sucks and is poo-pooed and doesn't count. Twitter told me so. I like 3 hopes more than 3 houses.
I think it was the god of fate. I always wondered how it ended up there.
There you go. Shamir knows of this god of fate. This god of fate is worshipped in Dagda.
You know, I remember there was this one foreigner who prayed to it all the time. Like, really prayed. She must have been from Dagda too.
Most likely. It will have to remain a mystery for now.
I wonder who that one foreigner who prays, but yes, that is... But Sothis is resurrecting them, no. We don't know if it's a resurrection or it is simply the creation. I don't think we know, rather. This feels like the defining time for the God of Fate to be recognized. Yeah.
I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
We don't know. Genuinely, I don't think... It could be either. Genuinely, you could come up for rationale for it to be either, maybe. I still think that, like... You do have to contend that, hey, Eshmel is worshipped as a Dagdan god of fate during the time of 3 houses, which is to say, either Sothis is basically like reviving or resurrecting the Dagdan god of fate that already had enough accomplishments to be worshipped during, you know, what is effectively years and years in the past, or this is happening in the past and the Hero Games is happening in the past. We don't know. We don't know. I still think it's a prequel. I still think it's a prequel. And it's like 5 years after the Heroic Games, all of this happens.
Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the Heroic Games have vanished. To confront the situation,
her memory of a god of fate is only through Byleth's perspective, hence why they kind of resemble the Byleths. I will say this, I appreciate that they resemble the Byleth insofar as that the female avatar has short hair. If you're going to be seeing a character from the back for the majority of the time, you cannot have them have like wild, voluminous hair that just completely obscures their entire character silhouette. That was genuinely an error of Alir's character design.
Soul.
I don't like prequels that barely have any connection to the stories that is prequeling. Yeah, fuck FE3. Fuck FE1. Awakening is the true game.
You are given two choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task.
Famous prequel game that came out before it, yeah. Look at the set of the bits, his eyebrows are still green. I mean, he's dyeing his hair. He's dyeing his hair because the Nabateans are known not for their pointed ears, but their green hair. It's the reason that Seiros has, like, blonde hair in the opening cutscene of Three Houses when she fights Nemesis. Because prior to the confrontation of Nemesis, she and the rest of the surviving Nabateans were in hiding. And to be properly in hiding, they dyed their hair. Because the green hair is the telltale of the Nabateans.
Or use the time-traveling powers of
God of Fate and Sothis didn't pull out Corrin. What is she doing? The God of Fate and Sothis didn't fucking pull out Bozu, the true God of Fate.
The goddess Fortuna.
The true hero of fate.
To change the fates of the four heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces.
Fortuna's music does use some of Sothis's. Yeah, no, I heard that one. Ah, man, I do not, conceptually, I don't like this. It feels like it kind of weakens the four protagonists in the grand scheme of things, because they kind of exist to ultimately serve your whim as the player character. What's Valda Lances? Where are the axes? 4 out of 5 of them show feet. Why is that what you're concerned about? Girl, we're in the tropical south. Yes, they're going to be wearing sandals. Dietrich is just a weirdo who's going to die of heat stroke. Eshmil still kind of looks like Arvel. I mean, that's what we originally thought. We thought it would be some Epimenides nonsense.
Is where your story begins. The end of the world.
Still raising an eyebrow about the fucking gun gauntlet. I'm okay with it so long as it is effectively a Garthan. Because the Agarthans had technology that far eclipsed that of, typical Fire Emblem. So that would be consistent within the lore of, and world of Fodlan and Three Houses and yada, yada, yada. So it's like, hey, it's a gauntlet gun, which is something, it's more a complaint I have of Heroes, but I do think that things that exist outside of the typical weapon triangle, bow, tome, dagger, like, hierarchy should just be lumped into one category called strike. We don't need beast units. We don't need gauntlets. Just strike. It just exists as a neutral damage format that can kind of accommodate things that do not fit otherwise. Was making guns bow type not an option or what? I don't want guns and bows to really exist within the same archetype. I didn't like it in Radiant Dawn. I don't like it in Tearing Saga. Don't worry about it. Streamer hates dragons? Kind of? Not really. I think dragons could also exist within the strike paradigm, frankly, just being inherently res targeting. And, like, it's not like, look, I'm stealing this shit from Talius, so, like, strike is just what Lagoos are called, but, like, within the context of Heroes, the reason we're never getting gauntlets is because the system can't accommodate it. Originally, the system, like, we've not really added anything safe for beasts as far as, like, a weapon type. And there's not enough units that would use gauntlets, especially late enough in the game as Three Houses released. Had they just gone with Strike instead as like a catch-all categorization for dragons and like beasts and other seasonal nonsense, they could have just had gauntlets be, hey, these are strikes that are inherently brave or something, or strikes that are like, You couldn't really adapt the engage arts really, because those are using strength and magic, and we just have power and we have attack. We don't need gauntlets and heroes since every weapon's come yeah, look, heroes is I do, no matter how mechanically messy heroes gets, I do love I do love it. I have a soft spot for it, but like, it's just that it can't keep. It has to keep mechanically expanding, but it can't keep mechanically expanding. The system cannot accommodate the upward growth necessary to entice people to pull.
Which path will you walk?
Alir punching people, saying he pinky promised while his dog is there. Yeah, if his dog's there, if his whole ass butthole out. Okay. Is there anything mechanically worth looking at here? Yes, there is. That's a stupid question, but is there anything worth that we haven't kind of already looked at? We've seen Kai's dad. We're gonna go through it really quick. We've seen Kai's dad. We know Dietrich's whole deal. Theodora, I want to go up again because her design resembles the Bellis dragon, Belor dragon, whatever thing that we see Eshmil fighting. Wait a second. Okay, so this little dragon thing, okay, you can see my mouse. This is probably a pot, but like this kind of looks like eyes and like a crown horn thing and little front facing horns.
And night.
Like maybe this is the dragon, or maybe I'm coping. But yeah, no, Theodora's headdress does resemble that dragon a little bit.
Throughout the lands.
This game is definitely more of an RPG on grid, which isn't what I want from FE, but yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's what people describe Three Houses. That's how I say people. That's how I describe Three Houses. It is similar to Awakening in a sense of it is a more competent RPG than it is a strategy RPG. Also, I am sorry, this is the middle of the day and they are currently doing work on our apartments, teehee. But I think they are, I think both like Three Houses and Awakening are very, very competent RPGs that fail as strategy RPGs a little bit, just from like things that are specific to strategy RPGs. Map design, unit design, systems balancing. But like they succeed as role-playing games. And I think, frankly, it is a lot easier to have a role-playing game strike a chord of someone than it is to strike a chord of someone of a strategy RPG. Like, for Fire Emblem to sell well and to resonate well with an audience, it has to succeed as an RPG. For Fire Emblem to succeed with me, I would prefer it be like a competent strategy RPG, but most people are not so entrenched to Fire Emblem as a series that they care that much about the minutia of the gameplay.
Swearing to restore the honor of her.
Okay, she still has like the bandaged hand gauntlet thing, which we still don't know what that's about.
Goddess, and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom.
Okay, yada yada yada. You know your shtick. Also, I will say,
I will kill him.
To bring the man who murdered her father. Lita heads to Daxian, a supportive companion in tow.
I'm sorry.
Seek revenge.
Yeah, I like that. I like that little, like, you know, fade to black effect of you killing someone, but we don't want to really animate all of it. That is a good way to abstract it.
She eventually learned.
I'd be happy if it's a weird prosthetic too. I kind of think it's either a weird prosthetic or she's got like a gnarled demon arm.
To bring supportive.
Yada 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 yada. We know they fight. So you cannot. Okay, so you can't change the position of your main lord, and You can't change your position of your guest units.
Then let the battle commence.
Which, like, there were guest units in Three Houses. Did they not say that Theodore lost her right arm for father? Did they? I don't doubt you, but
each unit's movement range is shown
also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
their attack range.
I am okay with mounted units having 6 move.
Once all of your units have completed their actions,
5 deployment slots. It could be this guy. He's got 28 HP. This seems like it's early enough in the game to where you probably haven't had a chance to recruit any other units, save for the ones that come to the heroic games with you. So I think that's fine, frankly.
your opponent across the map as you engage in fierce combat.
Then again, Kai is an aura.
Includes defeating the opposing leader.
Yeah, this is early game, so you wouldn't have a lot of units.
Hero.
Let's see, Killing Edge, Deadly Blade combat art. It seems like durability is only expended for combat arts, which I like. I think that is a happy medium between no durability and like durability being used on every hit. I don't love combat arts. I would not hate to see them go, but at least within Fodlan, they seem like a staple. Zanbato is returning from FE7, I believe is the last time it made an appearance. Okay, dodge gauntlets specifically. So you have a 54% chance to hit.
Spears deal massive damage to cavalry.
See, I don't think spears deal massive damage to cavalry. I think you are using what is going to be the equivalent of a horse slayer. Does the Zanbato exist in Path of Radiance? I thought it was just a longsword.
Axes have low accuracy but high attack power.
I thought it was a longsword in FE8.
Enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows to flying units. And magic is effective against foes with
Oh no, you're
It can also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations. There are also swords that call down lightning.
Am I like
that look like firearms and other unique weapons to find. Positioning is a key element of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack. Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a
Fair
distance, and get up close and personal against long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks.
Alright, that's fine. Demina sword.
Personal against long.
Notably, so it feels like a lot of personal skills that I've seen so far give you a benefit on your follow-up attack.
Long-range opponents.
So you can see he gets 10% crit on, yeah, no mercy plus 10 crit and 4 damage on a follow-up attack. Also, I like that it is no mercy plus. I like that skills upgrade. That was a problem that we had of Fates and Seal skills, where they were too powerful early and not useless late, but like less impactful late game. They were truly crippling early game.
The terrain can also give you an advantage. While adjacent allies can receive buffs, take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor.
Okay.
Combat arts.
Actually, wait. I avoid crits. Mystic +1 resilience. Okay, magic damage +1, res +1, defense +3, hit +3. Okay, that's.
Can receive buffs. Take advantage.
Okay, you do get main stats. You do get main stats here.
The situation to unleash.
All right, combat arts. Discerning blow. Okay, 50 hit. I figured from 100% hit. Deadeye, 22 hit.
So
yes, I understand that this is not like going to break the game because lol 22 hit, but god. Accessible combat over 3 range ends up breaking map design from in my opinion, from my experience.
Called Blade
Blaze arts are fine. Asterisk.
After moving, Dietrich.
I guess it's a way to deal with maps of a high enemy density while still keeping the game player phase. Because in previous games, if you had way more enemy units than player phase units, you had to enemy phase to deal with them. That was the only way to do it.
Ink Black Cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible. Theodora uses the power inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it.
Yeah, there is something up with her arm specifically. I don't think she's simply on that Dimitri grind set. I think something in her like bandaged arm gives her that super strength, because every time she has done that, it has been with her like bandaged arm.
Lita plays her Vihuela to buff allies.
Vihuela, yada yada.
Summon a.
I wonder if she was doing a rally there. Maybe rallies are like unique to her, so they won't be as centralizing.
These special moves can turn the tide of battle, but
yeah. Also, the demonic beasts are green units. We were not able to see if the XP goes to waste. If you want to see Theodora get the R, wait a second. Hello. Oh. It's just on the JP site. All right. Well, fuck it. This is important. Yeah, the Coriolis loading, please. All right. Well, in that case. I guess Theodora, what, it's like Darius Largo? Theodora? Anyone else?
信仰を守り抜くための力が、そしてサラミスの民を導く王にふさわしい力が。
Okay, she has an evil mummy arm. Cool. I can deal with that. Okay, that explains things. Huh. Oh, actually, okay, the main... Oh, wait, the main site has super updated. Main site has super updated. Ooh, look at that Sothis portrait. Alright, can we use up and fuse? Let's see. We've seen... Okay, we've seen everyone else's.
Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
You can turn back time.
Fortuna's blessing. Okay, so...
After each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things don't go as...
Divine Sand. So, what I would be curious about... Do we have a limited number of rewinds for the entire campaign? I don't think they would be so cruel, but I do think that would be more interesting, frankly.
Plan.
I guess notably, what's her... Tiala? Yangji... Is it Tiala or Ti? No, it'd be Tiala. Tiala notably did not die when she went down. I don't know if it's just because she's story important and exists in cutscenes, or because this is an arena where, like, you know, you don't necessarily kill your opponents.
So don't be afraid to rethink your strategy.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I really hope that I kind of hope that there's not narrative permadeath for at least the gladiator arena battles. It doesn't really make sense from a narrative perspective, and it makes writing the characters and the main scenario a lot more flexible, because you can include like characters that aren't just like the main lord and their one or two like ride or dies.
Based on their class, such as Shido.
Or because this is on casual. That's maybe. I think narratively casual mode is great.
Who are skilled with swords.
I like Shido. This looks cool.
Bardingers who fight on horseback.
Bardingers.
And bishops who use white magic. A unit's abilities can change.
Here is a question.
Dramatically. The weapons they can wield.
Shido looks like that. That's Gladiator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really hate 4-move infantry. I think that is just a truly... I think that's just the wrong decision if you do grid-based strategy.
Into beginner, specialty, and
okay, did Shido's have a hood?
Based on their...
Okay, Shido... Gotcha. Shido, Bishop, and Bardinger are all advanced classes. So we got Shido, Bishop, Bardinger, presumably Sniper, Berserker Warrior, General, and then some other form of mage. Or like this is obviously not all of them, but like there is the Lance light magic guy.
Gladiators excel.
Oh shit, Neja.
In handling weapons.
Fuck him up, Naja.
Diviners can wield magic.
I blame 3D map design for the lower move. I blame Warriors mode for lower move. I don't think 3D map design has anything to do with it necessarily.
And Orneus riders can cover more ground. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored Knights boast ironclad defense.
Strike last, defense +3. I kind of like that. Partially because it's very obvious as to what it does.
Wing soldiers can leap obstacles and
Domina Spear, Wing Soldier. Can I glean anything from this? No.
For long distances. While charioteers can strike multiple enemies in a straight line. There are over 10 to attain.
I will say, God, I love Override.
Advanced classes are the masters of their skill. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily armored units.
Okay, Great Knights, cool. That's fine.
Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic. Plus other classes that possess a combination of strengths. You'll also find...
I can't wait to get Elephant Anna in here. Honestly, I don't think there's a more fitting class for Anna than an Elephant Rider.
And the overwhelmingly powerful Elephant Riders and other classes that fight...
Starlight is back?
What's
that? Oh shit, wait, you're right.
Okay. Strengths. You'll also find the overwhelmingly powerful Elephant Riders and other classes that...
And before people complain Karen Strassman is reprising Anna again, maybe.
Fight while astride.
Guando.
Classes that fight
28.
while astride.
Okay, it's still triple. I don't know where people were getting...
You defeat me?
by the way, we aren't shown all of the classes in the reclass tree shown at the beginning, so either each unit has their own pool of reclasses, please, or you unlock more classes later, or we just aren't shown them all. Did you really want another Monica? I thought Monica Rial did fine as Lady Anna. Like, genuinely, I think Engage as Anna is probably the second best Anna. Playable Anna from, like, a design and characterization standpoint. If Anna is going to be a mainstay in the series, her being the same in every game does present something of a problem, unless, like, she's simply the funny lampshade joke character.
Between matches.
Yeah, okay. To the point Hikari made earlier, it says it ends Septim 1. Septim is not a month in 3 houses.
You'll have time to get ready for what's to come.
Okay, ideal level 24. You get... Okay, the 7 deployment slots. It's not quite Hector hard mode. And if you have to be... Let's see, Ornrus Riders, Black Magic Users, Firewind... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... Okay, so... I think the design of maps having way more enemy units than player units, but not wanting it to be an enemy phase game. With that in mind, I think the Blaze arts are a pretty decent choice. I mean, it gives you player phase options to take out more than one unit.
You'll receive some...
What is that map?
Useful intel about your next opponent. So use this information while exploring Daxian, or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
Average post-fates map design. Alexandria, okay, we got all that. Prepare for battle, arena. This you've seen before. This we've seen before.
Wield increasingly stronger weapons.
Okay, so like what is with like the sci-fi tech lance that Kai used? I don't think we've... They forgot to make maps after Solve corrupted the minds of intelligent systems devs. I do think that they took a little too much from Echoes and forgot that it was a remake of the Black Sheep Fire Emblem game, but like there was good to be had. Yeah, I don't think we ever see the name of that. Could be Birthright and Sacred Stone enemies. Blasphemy weak as hell, I hope not, because that just makes an enemy phase game. That doesn't matter. Shopping arcade. Okay, wooden, bronze, iron. Did we really need something below?
At the shopping arcade, you'll purchase weapons.
Okay, wooden, 2 might, 2 weight, 90. 4 might, 3 weight, 90. I don't know if we needed another E rank weapon, if I'm being honest. I think narratively speaking, having a practice sword or lance or axe makes sense. I don't know from a gameplay perspective if that... I would have replaced... Genuinely, I would have replaced bronze with wooden if you're introducing it.
Tools.
There's not really a need for 2 E rank weapons. I will say though, because we don't have durability as like something that is expended with each use of a weapon, it means that each purchase of a weapon will be more impactful, which is something I liked about Fates a lot.
Materials you've collected.
Findable. I don't... God, I do not like the forging system. Forging has broken every game it has been a part of. All spears are strong against horse. Wait. Oh shit! Wait, you. Okay, I kind of thought it was just the Guando, but no, they weren't kidding. All spears are cavalry effective.
Or enhance your
9
weapons
might.
using materials you've collected.
Okay. Okay, something worth noting, at least on the iron level, swords and bows have the same might, which does not bode well. Because if you have any knowledge of history, swords and bows are lowest on the might tree and tend to suck because of which means we're going back from fates where bows actually do damage to basically every other game where bows and swords are
this temple
kind of piss awful.
Over by a bronze statue of the
maybe swords get more might than lances now? Girl, I doubt it.
Divine Sovereign.
But
is home to 7 temples. Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle.
Oh, okay. Fortuna's 1. Maculae Goneril? Lances are a double-edged sword for caps now. I kind of like that. Here's the thing. I kind of like that too because that follows the same line of reasoning that I use for praising Kenshi Knights, where they effectively become aerial anti-airs. The problem I have is that, like, cavalry aren't just using lances from what we can see. And there are different types of cavalry. Yeah, that's fair. Is it like a flat damage multiplier? Is it ×2? Is it ×3? We don't know.
These provide...
Read the blessing effects. Okay, to use a blessing takes Divine Sand, and presumably to use a rewind, it takes Divine Sand.
Provide effects such as to use in battle.
Aurora. Have damage. Hit. Range +1 to magic for 1 turn. Magic +5 for 1 turn.
These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff.
Is it a singular blessing or an army-wide blessing?
Having the damage you receive, and more.
Having damage is probably really good if there are other ways. God, have damage with like the buffed Nosferatu where you heal based on. Oh shit! Wait, no, it's Forest Knight. We're going back to. I like that they're called Dreadnoughts. I like that we've retired General as a class name. General as a class name, similar to Skill as a stat, just creates confusion. Because General is oftentimes something used within a story to, you know, denote a rank or class in an army. It's been like that forever. Skill, now that we have skills, skill is a stat and skill is like a thing that you can activate. I'm fine changing it to Dex. But Dreadnought. So it looks like you can only use lances and axes. Yay! Yay, we have mounting and dismounting. Lances and swords.
The chance of success depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for.
Strike class defense is a dogshit name for a skill. I don't hate it. It's not punchy, but you can understand what it does at a glance, which I'm fine with.
So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
I'm going to take a wild guess here and say that we're still going to run into the issue of swords being pretty comparatively dog water, especially in an environment, unless swords just get crazy high-powered combat arts, a world where you can counteract the low hit of axes and where lances, similar to bows, now just have like a niche use for their entire weapon type. I don't know.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk.
+7 speed, alright.
Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards.
Gold and renown.
You never know who might ask for your
Yada. Daxion.
You can
character info, yada yada. I don't like this means of recruiting characters. Okay, that's fine.
damage you receive.
Hello, YouTube. Thank you for being weird about it. You know, this has probably been posted like as a video, right? Nah, fuck me, I guess. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, at the very least it's... Okay, we can do that, so I don't have to... Done all that, yada 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 yada, done all this.
Might be enough to win them over.
Congrats on Unk status again. Yeah, that's right. I got a niece and a nephew. God, I was the first person to hold my nephew besides his mom and dad. I don't care that I started stream late. I'm late for shitty reasons all the time. I was late for a good reason. The mom's doing great. The baby's help. Honestly, I kind of want to talk about my nephew a little bit once we're done going into this, because like, oh man, I haven't cried for a while, but
not only
I cried a lot. I cried a lot, man.
Can you lodge?
Okay, rest for a turn. Okay, so a turn is just a unit of time, which means then I was right when I said that a turn is basically there are 4 turns in a day.
But you can let time pass to gain experience and gather materials automatically.
I kind of like this. This will be good for replaying.
Looking good.
Also, I know people have kind of like have mixed feelings over the live 2D portraits. I like it. Like, I think I would prefer static portraits just because I'm a fucking old fogey, but I think this is a very good use of technology that people have gotten more competent with. It gives a happy medium between the 3D portraits of, you know, the dynamicism that you can get from the 3D portraits of something like Engage and the static portraits of previous games. Because, like, Intelligent Systems has used live 2D previously in something like Fates. And now, with the rise of VTubers, you have professionals that are very, very proficient with the technology, and you have a technology that has advanced a lot since the days of Fates.
Characters who've grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise?
I get
Yada yada.
Even more. Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. Each of the heroes side of Daxian, you can explore areas.
The live 2D looks really janky when the portraits make bigger movements. It's really distracting. I don't think it's perfect. I do think it is a... I'm down for it. Like, I guess the best way I can say is, like, it's not perfect, but I'm down for it. I think it is a sensible use of the technology given its proficiency and, like, widespread use. Not a fan of Esmeralda? Who's giving Hilda? Oh, right, the fucking Brazilian Hatsune Miku. I mean, I don't like Hilda.
When you venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas.
Okay, yada. Total HP. So now we know what I think know what the total HP is, in the sense of, like, it is the total HP of the units that are venturing out. And I think that's more relevant in, like, the dungeons where it's like just standard RPG fights.
Is across the continent. Time passes. Visit town.
Okay, right. Yeah, okay. You can see with, like, the 4 pips in a circle. It's 4 turns per day.
Visit towns to purchase local wares.
Anything you'd like?
I don't like the gifting system in Fire Emblem. I think it is... It's mostly used as a means to farm support, which is, I guess, fair. I don't like it more as a means to recruit, rather. I don't like affection-based recruitment.
That could be
Yada, we like that.
On the world will begin.
You got ingredients, all of that, yada. Peace Path for Kredna's Temple. I'm curious what Kredna's Temple is. Okay,
materials for strengthening weapons, along with other treasures.
Do of Peace. Okay. Unit cannot suffer a critical attack until the unit's next phase. That's neat. That is a consumable one-turn iron rune. Fuck it, I'm down. How big are the encampments going to be? From the images that we show, or the small snippets that we get in the trailer, I don't think they're going to be very big.
When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon, a turn-based...
I like this. I genuinely really like this.
Battles will begin.
This is effectively if you think about it, it's effectively a minigame, but it's a minigame that still uses components of the main gameplay format. Like, you're not just flying on a wyvern or fishing.
For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and send out her assembled troops to gather materials.
Okay, yada yada. We did all that. You can get mounts for Kai. We've been over all of that. And we've been over the time skip stuff a fair bit. All in all, I'm hello. I'm a little worried. I am excited. I just hope it plays well. That is the thing that I am most concerned about. Fodlan has very strong character writing and like very, very good world building. I hope that the universal mechanics are supported by map design. Damn, my hair got long. Yeah, I haven't cut it in like months. Like it is long. It's gonna probably be better Three Houses. And you know what? Better Three Houses might be enough. It genuinely might be enough. Also, I just realized I did like jack shit with the lighting here. I'm sorry. I ran in my door and hit start streaming. You're just gonna have to deal with the light bleed. Did you see Ashmal turn into a bird in a fight? No, I didn't. Better Three Houses is good for the average Joe. I mean, look, my problem with Three Houses is the gameplay. If Fortune's Weave improves the universal gameplay mechanics of Three Houses such that it's tolerable to me, like, it's good enough. It's not going to be everything I want, because things I want are antithetical to what Three Houses universal mechanics have to offer, so whatever. It's like, I will take it for what it is. Am I going to do another Three Houses run? Do I have enough time to do a Three Houses run? It comes out on, what, September 12th? I probably have enough time. September 17th. I got enough time to do a Three Houses run. Play Verdant Wind. Billions Must Lorenz. Maybe, yeah. Ashmo shares the bird model with a white raven that lets you swap characters mid-play to experience all the paths. Yeah, which I like that. I don't know how well it'll play out in practice, but like conceptually, I like the ability to swap paths when you're getting bored of one or something. But can we romance the character who's underage when you first met them? Totally not creepy. That is a good question. Okay, sorry. That's not a good question. That begs a question that could be good. We have an avatar, but like we appear to be more of basically a guiding deity than a character. How are like paired endings and the like gonna work? I'd assume it'll be like normal for cast members, but at the same time, there is a 5-year time skip. You saved me from a bad future, Avatar Kun. I think I love you. Persona 5 and its consequences on humanity. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just staring at a screen that you can't see anyway. Persona 3 and its consequences. I guess, yeah, if you want to go back far enough, but as far as it catching on. Anyway, hey, that's the stream here. For the sake of, fuck it, we're just gonna make this one big stream. I'll just throw this up as a VOD. I want to yap about my little nephew. It's the reason I scheduled this to start like 20 to 30 minutes before the stream was gonna start. And I got here 3 minutes after it started. My nephew was born today at like 4 something in the morning. I have known his father for 25 years. He has been my best friend for my entire life. And I have genuinely been looking forward to, him having a child for decades, basically. It is absurd that it actually happened. The mom is in great health. The child is very healthy. He's so cute. He's so cute. He just like he has like little dinosaur hands as far as like how he's kind of crimped up. But he's born with a full head of hair. He's healthy. He's healthy weight. It was an easy birth. I'm really grateful. What are his stats? High charm. High charm. That baby's cute. It was a first. I will hold this. It is perhaps a meaningless, selfish accomplishment, but you know what? I was in that hospital waiting room as soon as it opened. I held that child right after the mom and the dad. He's a 3 houses baby. He's born in 2026. What do you think? Dog spotted. Yeah, they're both snoozing. She's conked out. But I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. There wasn't a lot of reason to be worried. Everything from the pregnancy made me think that, the child would be born healthy, but I am so grateful. I am so grateful that child is healthy. The mom is healthy. It's just, today's a great day. Today is genuinely one of the best days of my life. And yeah, hey, Fire Emblem news, great. Whatever, man. I have a fucking nephew. He's so cute. He's cute. He's healthy. It seems like the mom will be discharged tomorrow, so everything's going great with her. And yeah, no, I mean, life has been kicking the shit out of me, but this is a shining day. I love when dogs and cats lay on their sides. Yeah, Snoopy's a side sleeper, and the other one, who if I say her name will probably stand up alert, it just kind of splars out on her back. Start arguing on Twitter. Dog, there is no Twitter discourse that can get me down today. The entirety of that hell site lacks the capacity to harsh my vibe. So do we want... I'll play through a Route of 3 Houses before Fortune's Reap comes out. It doesn't take that long to do, and I'm going to do it on console, so there'll be no Monastery mod, because I do want a recent vanilla playthrough to have a point of comparison. So what do we want here? What do we want as far as routes are concerned? There's not much in the way of interesting gameplay changes between either of them, so it's like it is largely whatever. Do Edelgard for the lulz. I'm gonna be honest, I think I prefer Silver Snow to Verdant Wind, and I know they're not like entirely analogous, but like, damn if I don't really. I like Claude. I like the Golden Deer. I think they should have all been free agents, recruitable by either the Eagles or the Lions. It's 4 for Crimson Flower. Silver Snow flits the world. Verdant Wind gives off lore that Silver Snow should have had instead. Yeah, it's like take some gameplay aspects of Verdant Wind and just shove it into Silver Snow. I like Three Hopes. Three Hopes is not a fast game to replay. To Crimson Flower, then switch to Silver Snow as a gotcha. Yeah, sure. Today's a good day. Why is final boss of Silver Snow not the resurrected corpse of the guy who started all this shit? Because they tried to go for Romance of the Three Kingdoms and ran out of time. That is the actual answer. Why is it random dragon sickness or whatever? I mean, dragon madness is kind of just a universal thing in Fire Emblem. It's just the tragedy of a long-lived. I think the only... I guess it's not really shown to be a thing in Magvel or... kind of not in Alib as far as divine dragons are concerned. So like Fae and Idun seem resistant to the air of Alib. I'm thinking to stream Fortune's Weave. It's a tricky prospect because like, well, it's not really that tricky, but it's like the prospect of it is kind of weird because ultimately you all will be playing it too. So I kind of wonder if, well, no, I'm still gonna stream it. I'm still gonna stream the first playthrough. I'm just going to stream it as a means to share and record, similar to how I did with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Be watching me while I play. Great. I gotta switch to for Fortune's Weave, yeah. Like, I absolutely got my money's worth with things like Kirby Air Riders, but... I mean, Fortune's Weave was the reason I bought this console. I knew, hey, we're gonna get a new Fire Emblem on it. I'm just gonna get the console while it's available. I'll be waiting for my game to arrive, because apparently buying from Nintendo directly was a bad choice. So I will not be streaming it, like, as soon as it drops. You know, I'm not buying this digitally. Fire Emblem games, I don't have super strong feelings about physical versus digital in a lot of cases. Because I think the experience you get from playing a game is what matters in the long run. But for Fire Emblem, I buy this shit physically. It is a series I care about. It is a series that I want to have. Don't fuck me over again, Best Buy. Samesies, but it's probably going to be the case that on September 17th, I will be starting around 11 o'clock my time. if a copy's a game keycard or not? I don't think so. I doubt it. Bought a special edition and we'll be buying a digital as well. So that's what I'm... I do wonder about that, because it's like, if I buy it... I do like having the game accessible at all times. Like, I think I bought Air Riders digital. The big thing is for a Switch too, it is very handy to always have the game on you when you want to play. Because it's like, well, I could do digital, but like, I might. The only other Fire Emblem game that I own digitally is Awakening, just because I bought the Awakening 3DS where it was pre-installed. The problem is without an Express SD card, your SD card space will run out the more games you have. Yes, but you still have access to them should you choose to re-download them. Asterisk, so long as the servers are up, which is a big one, but I don't know, it's not a big deal. I own FE1 digital. That's unfortunately also true, yes. Just don't delete the save file. How does that work? If you buy a game digitally and you have a physical cart, would the save file persist between the two? Oh, the saves persist, okay. I don't know, but I will be taking off however much I need to on the 7th. Like, the 17th is Thursday, so I'll probably take the Thursday, Friday, 17th, 18th, 20th, like to the 22nd. I can probably finish it through the 22nd, before the 22nd. In 4 years' time, you're just going to be Nintendo versus PC. Honestly, as much as people bemoan it, the fact that, you know, Nintendo games are exclusive to Nintendo consoles have kind of just kept them as a requirement within the, like, console-owning paradigm, because Nintendo games are good. You're not going to get them anywhere else. Meanwhile, the best of the best for, like, PS5, you just buy on Steam, man. It's like, I feel like FF7 would have sold way more if it didn't have Sony exclusivity. People are going to be playing GTA 6 on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm not going to be playing it at all. I don't really give a shit about GTA. Gameplay loop never caught on for me. Anyway, I'm just yapping. As far as streaming is concerned, I want to address it. Like, hey, I've kind of been gone for a month, and I am sorry about that. Life has been kicking the shit out of me. My mental health has been in the fucking toilet. It has not been a good 30-something days for me, if I'm... You done? You done? All right, great. But ultimately, like, I feel like I need to adopt even if I do not have a concrete idea for a long-form series to play that people necessarily want to stream or want to see me stream, streaming is still a good thing to do, rather. I cannot see. I understand that now. I watched the Barbie movie recently. I need to just stream. It's good for my mental. It is genuinely just good for my mental game. You can always just play some Mario Party with us. Yeah. I need to, frankly, refresh the Discord a little bit to make these things a little easier to do. I just don't know exactly how to do it. For not being here for Deltarune, that's fine. I think it is an experience that is impactful enough that one might want to experience it themselves. Anyway, let's look at the calendar here because I want to try and get back to slightly more regular streams. Play some TF2 MVM. I'm completely dog shit at TF2. I am so bad at TF2 that I do not think it is worth me streaming it at all. I'll parse through this direct a little more later to try and get a more impactful impressions from it, because like my brain's not entirely here. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm still in I have a fucking nephew mode, man. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. More Marvel Rivals. I'm also kind of dog shit at that. I like Rivals. I'm not great at it, but you know what? No. I don't think you want to see me play Cloak and Dagger, even if I am pretty okay at them. I have found that people revile that character. God, my blood results and I'm only deficient in vitamin D. I think I was only deficient in some omega-3s, so like I was remarkably healthy the last time I got blood work. Becoming an Unk has helped your emotions. I mean, like, ultimately, I have to be a stable human being that, like, that child and his parents can rely on, so I cannot bend, I cannot break. I have to be a reliable adult. To that end, hey, if any of you guys in the Discord, like, I know a lot of you are regulars in Discord, if any of you would be interested in helping me plan, like, just some revamps to its layout, just so it's a little more useful for you all, and I guess useful for me as far as facilitating, like, Archipelagos or Mario Party streams, man, just sound off in, like, general or somewhere, because I think I need help for that. Teach the way of the sword like Corel. I am not. I have friends that are competent fencers. Best you're gonna get out of me is, I don't know, I can teach him to be an archer. And like, look, in modern Fire Emblem, is being an archer that much worse than being a sword lock? I think not. Built like Walt. I don't. Does Walt have shitty con? I don't remember. Hey, buddy. Snoops, come here, buddy. Come here, boy. Come here, buddy boy. Okay. I will teach. No? No? Okay. Alright. Alright. I need you to be good with children. I don't know how you are with kids. You have to be good with children, please. Please, I need you to protect this kid. Alright. Also, I think I don't know who it was that was surprised that I am tall, but like, yeah, I'm rather tall. I just shoot from like an upwards angle. Oh yeah, the one thing I am buying his parents' YouTube Premium. That child will never see an advertisement. That is my contribution to his development. I'm keeping that kid away from YouTube ads. I love his father. I do. I truly love his father, but like, why doesn't he have YouTube Premium? He watches YouTube on TV all the time. It's like if you're watching YouTube on your phone, or actually not even on your phone anymore. If you're watching YouTube on like your computer, you can just have an ad block, but if you watch it on your TV, man, it's like you kind of need premium. I think it's worthwhile. Am I really only 6'4"? Yeah. I have friends that are taller, but like I'm relatively tall and lanky. Like... Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm just super lanky. There's a wall. Yeah, there's a wall, but I have a foot. Ooh. Some lanky drop something? Lanky doesn't mean coordinated. Lanky usually means uncoordinated. I guess I'm doing my sheets. While I was gone, one of my two dogs, I have no way of knowing which, but just left a little something in my bed. Love that. I'm mad that you're taller, but I'm the one who has to deal with ridiculous shoe sizes. I don't really... It's been so long since I bought shoes, I don't even remember my shoe size. There we go. You wear size 8? You're Sora Kingdom Hearts, Jesus. That is a gigantic shoe size. That's gotta suck to buy for. Come on. Scoop. Sneakers O'Toole. It's my boy. Next to it's my girl. Chat, do you spy something important? Important in this mirror? Oh, it's a candle. I'm like, why the fuck is that there? Right. They had a power outage, so I had an extra candle up there. While I was waiting at the hospital yesterday, I had to kill time. And you know what? Despite it being years since I have played it, my GBA SP was still at green. That shit held a charge. Dog figure? Oh yeah, I guess you can't really see it. Yeah, no, it's just a little dog. Friends got it for me when I moved. Yeah, no, the GBA SP is a great console. Alright, let me march out. I didn't even recognize this as an entirely different room. Yeah, the problem I had was that I like this. I like this being on display. It's not as easy to have it on display with the layout of this room because there's a closet door right there, so... Why are your $80 PS5 controllers drifting and dying in under an hour? Skill issue, I don't know what to tell you. Also, I don't know, the Switch Pro Cons are pretty good. Not Pro Cons, Pro Controllers are pretty good. That thing lasts forever. Whenever the Switch 2 Pro controller can be used to Steam games, it's basically all I'm ever going to use. But yeah, no, it's I should do more Mario Party streams. I like Fortune Street a lot. It's a little harder to finagle because I know it's not as well, people don't love it quite as much. It's not as ubiquitous. I'll get through 3 houses. I think by the time I get through 3 houses and maybe one other thing, Fortune's Weave should be out. Surely gonna reveal a new Mario Party next year, right? Probably. I would be surprised. They did. I guess they technically have a Switch 2 Mario Party in the form of Jamboree with like Bowser's TV Time. That's, I think, Switch 2 exclusive, but it's just an old game with an expansion pack. Hopefully the next Mario Party is actually good. I like Jamboree. I think it was missing some customization options, but like it was a pretty solid game in and of itself. They should put GameCube Mario Parties on the Switch. I'm mostly just yapping here, but if I lose, I have to play KH3 without skipping cutscenes. I don't think the cutscenes in KH3 are that bad. I think it's most of the gameplay I don't like. I guess universal story, but like that's not entirely on the back of cutscenes. KH3 it wasn't for me. I am of the opinion that like, and this is perhaps a little reductionist, but like, I don't think that there exist great Kingdom Hearts games released after Birth by Sleep. That is my macro opinion. I think the series truly got like, it jumped the shark in Dream Drop, even if I liked aspects of Dream Drop. Recoded it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but like as far as look, I think 1 Chain of Memories, 2 358 Birth by Sleep. Those are good enough. I would have genuinely I would have been okay if that was just the saga. I wouldn't call them bad games. It's not like they are bad from a gameplay perspective in a lot of ways. I think it's just after Birth by Sleep, I think the series starts getting a little stupid. I'm built to be a contrarian. I like what people hate and dislike what people love. I mean, I'm usually like that with the second NES game in a series. I like Zelda 2 more than Zelda 1. I like Gaiden more than FE1. I like Castlevania 2 more than Castlevania 1. Like, I like the Black Sheep Nintendo games. I think they're fun. I don't like Final Fantasy 2 more than Final Fantasy 1, though. I think FF1 is better than 2. Zelda 2 is awesome. I love that game. Yeah, I love that game too. Asterisk, let me... God, I need to download there's like an extension for OBS that... Yeah, I love Zelda 2. I love Zelda 2. Zelda 2 is a great game. We should play Zelda 2 on the channel. It'd be great. Look, to be fair, they have like... They've got Lynn, Ike, Marth, Roy, Crom, male Robin, female Robin, Lucina. Like, there are a lot of Fire Emblem sprites. I need them to remake Days. Sorry, cutscene collection. Suffer and die. I get why people like 2FM. I'm sorry, I will glaze KH2. Perhaps it shows my age demographic, but I am still chasing the dragon that is Final Xemnas. Nothing has, like, ignited that spark since that shit's so good. Vanilla KH2 was awful. I disagree. Final Mix is better, and like, yay, the Cavern of Remembrance and the Roxas fight were welcome additions, but like, I didn't get to play Vanilla Final Mix until 1.5, 2.5 on PS3. Anyway, I will be streaming again sooner rather than later. I will not be radio silent again. But I want to be honest, I want to go back and see my nephew. All right, I was in the waiting room for like an hour while he fed, and you know, I got to hang out with him for 30 minutes. I'm like, I can probably make it home barely in time for the direct, and I did that. Obligation fulfilled. I'm gonna go hang out with my nephew and like my brother, sister. That'd be great. But yeah, I'll keep in contact. Yada yada yada. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for still giving a shit about me after disappearing forever. Here, have a dog. Y'all love dogs, right? Oh, you need a bath. You kind of need a bath. Okay, you're not that smelly, but you could use a bath. You're kind of funky. He's my boy. Say goodbye, my boy. I know you don't like being held as much as Precious does, but fix this Core Quest Season 7. Right, one of them is out of order. I will do that. Anyway, I will catch you later. If you want more information about like things I find in the trailer or whatever, I'll probably be making infographics about it in the next couple of days or what have you. We'll see. Anyway, I've been me. You've been you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Toodaloo. Take care. Ugh. And bye-bye.